Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have highly respected and sought after cosmetic dermatologist and medical journalist on the show. She's also the author of Forget the Facelift and has won awards for her work in laser research. Joining us from New York City, Dr. Doris Day. Welcome, Doris. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing great. Thanks. It's great to be here with you.
Thank you so much for your time. So, Doris, how did you initially get interested in dermatology?
Well, as a medical journalist, when I was working, one of the biggest things that we saw was a skin condition called Kaposi sarcoma. This is back in the early days when HIV and AIDS was a very new condition. So I covered a lot of meetings where the dermatologists would speak about this. So I learned about the skin and dermatology from this very unfortunate condition, but I also learned that there was so much we could do to help these patients heal and look better, and that we understood what was going on inside the body just by looking at the skin. And that made me feel very excited, and it made me want to be a dermatologist one day. So then I went to medical school and I became a dermatologist.
Right. For those watching who aren't entirely sure what dermatology is, can you briefly explain in layman's terms what it is?
Sure, a dermatologist is a medical doctor. So we've gone through medical school, and then we specialize in skin, hair, and nails. So we treat all conditions of the skin, things like eczema and psoriasis, acne, skin cancer. But one of the things that I think is most powerful that we do is we help make people look and feel more beautiful. So no matter what they come in for, people really do want to look their very best. And when we understand what's going on with their skin and we make their skin healthier, I find that they're healthier, both emotionally and also physically. So when you take good care of your skin, you find that you drink more water, you sleep better, you eat better, you exercise more. And from all those things, yes, your skin looks better, but you're also overall so much healthier. And that's really the goal of what we do.
Perfect. You've had your own private practice in New York since 1998 and have worked with both national and international celebrities. What is the single most unexpected thing you've learned during your career this far?
I think it's how much people will criticize themselves. And so people will come in and they'll point to something that I can't even see, and they'll say, this really, really upsets me. So sometimes people don't see their own beauty, and they're very hard on themselves. And one of the things that I find that I have to do that's so important, whether they're a celebrity or just the average person or, a student, is to help people with their self-esteem, to make them feel and see the beauty that they have within themselves and to enhance those things in them.
Oh, that's amazing. You're actually a celebrity in your own right. You are a highly respected and sought after media personality and have been on pretty much every major news outlet out there. As a skin expert in the public eye, do you ever feel uncomfortable with your own skin?
Well, I can be my own worst critic too, but I'm very careful not to look in the mirror too much myself. And I always say, I don't look in the mirror and then I'm always perfect. So I try to see the beauty within myself and try to project that as well. But I think also it's very important to be very informed and over-prepared. So when I see patients or when I do a media interview, I always do my homework. I always try to know more than I need to know, to be very experienced and prepared so that I give the best of myself and I can enjoy that process. The goal is important. We want to be successful, but it's the process of learning and growing and being fulfilled in life that really gives you the greatest encouragement and fulfillment.
Great. And on Twitter, you say, I'm really a doctor of self-esteem and I know how to help you look and feel your best. Self-esteem is a topic that I've discussed a lot with my guests. Even some of the most beautiful women in the world seem to suffer from a lack of self-esteem at times. What is your best advice in regards to cultivating self-esteem?
I think the single most important thing is to never compare yourself to anyone else, is to always try your hardest to be your own best and to forgive yourself for your mistakes, learn from them, and then move forward. Those are the things that I try to do as well, and that's hard for us to do as women. We're always nurturing and we're always criticizing ourselves, but your mistakes are your launching pad to become better in what you do, and to be honest about it and to recognize it, but not to dwell on it.
On your website, you state that you believe in looking your best at any age with the most conservative, personalized, and gentle approach. I love that.
Yeah, it's really important that my goal is never to get rid of every line or wrinkle. I like to create balance and harmony, and I think that when you look at the face as a global aesthetic, you can help someone look like the best version of themselves. So they look beautiful, but no one can tell that anything was done. They'll just think they were on a vacation or had a good sleep, but they shouldn't look like they've had a treatment done. You just want someone to look beautiful.
In your book, Forget the Facelift, you talk about emotional toxins and you offer solutions to keep procedures at bay. What can you share about that?
So emotional toxins are things where you let other people get under your skin. And sometimes we really do that. We give too much of ourselves. We overextend, and then other people kind of step on us. And then we feel badly about it because we don't get in return from what we gave. So you just have to understand that some people may be toxic for you. They may not be bad people, but they're just not good for you. And you have to learn how to shed those people, and that it's okay, and that being alone, it doesn't mean that you're lonely. So you have to allow yourself to give, but let other people give you in return. And sometimes what you can do is just do things like read a great book, listen to music, go for a walk, meditate, free your mind up, and just really truly think happy thoughts. If you feel happier, because happiness ultimately is a choice. It's much harder to choose to be happy than it is to feel bad about everything. So sometimes you have to give yourself the exercise of allowing yourself to be happy and think those thoughts. And music and dancing and moving and exercising can be really great for that. Not, the foods that in the short run will make you feel good, but in the long run will do more harm. And to recognize your relationships and understand that in any relationship, it's a give and a take. That sometimes you have to find people who bring out the best in you. And as much as you love someone, they may not bring out the best in you or you in them. And those are not the best people for you, even if you feel very attached.
Do you feel that when people don't realize that their appearance is not preventing them from being happy, they are more likely to reach for cosmetic treatments without ever feeling good about the way they look?
Yes, I think that's a big problem. When people look for only one source, like an outside source, a treatment, and they only see the flaws that they have, not the beauty that they have, then ultimately they end up being a distortion of themselves. So they like their lips, but then they want more in their lips. And before you know it, their lips are blown up like balloons and it looks very unnatural. But in their mind, they still want more because they don't see it. They only see a little defect that's left, that they're always chasing something instead of seeing the bigger picture. So my job is to help them understand the balance of why they're choosing what they are, what the best balance is, and how to be happy with the person that they are, because everybody has beauty. Everybody has great features. My job is to enhance those great features and help them feel good and have that self-esteem that will allow them to project their own inner beauty as well as reflect the beauty on the outside as well.
And you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
So even as a dermatologist, you would say that self-esteem, beauty, looking and feeling at your best is something that works from the inside out.
Oh, absolutely. That's what's so great about the skin, is that we can affect it right directly from the outside. But there's so much that you do from the inside in terms of diet and exercise, but also the mind is incredibly powerful. And how many people do you know where you look at them and you go, oh, they're so beautiful. And then you get to know them and you realize, oh no, they're not that good looking, because they're either not nice or they don't see themselves that way, and they lose their beauty in that way.
If you could give 3 of your best easy to follow skincare tips, what would they be?
Okay, number 1 is sunscreen, because the sun is very damaging and will prematurely age your skin. So use sunscreen every day, all year round, and reapply. Don't try to go tanning. Number 2 is to use a retinol. Retinol is vitamin A. It's a great product. I would also use it every night, every day, all year round, because that really helps your skin cells turn over, and it has the most clinical data to help your skin. Number 3 is to see your dermatologist, because there are treatments that they can do that will very gently, very naturally, and without surgery, hold back that aging process and help you look your best. But you have to listen. When they say stop, it's enough, then you have to stop.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
What is the one thing most people don't know about their skin but really should?
Is how resilient their skin is. Some people will think, oh, I've already done all the damage and it doesn't matter anymore. I can do whatever I want. Or they say, I'm just going to age gracefully, and then they drink, they smoke, they go in the sun. That's not aging gracefully. That's poisoning your skin. So I think that just by simple skincare, proper cleansing, exfoliating on a regular basis, using sunscreen and moisturizing, properly hydrating, and using a retinol, your skin can look so much better, and you'll see the difference in as little as a week. So just starting wherever you're at, starting to take better care of your skin, you will see a difference very quickly.
Love it. Is there anything else you would like to talk about today, Doris?
I think you are so thorough and so absolutely beautiful, and you have beautiful skin as well. So I think you're practicing all those things. I really think the most important thing is that we've come a very long way in our understanding of the global aesthetic and beauty. I really don't believe in anti-aging. I really believe that beauty is different at every age. And when I look at some women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they're actually more beautiful as they age because they take great care of their skin and they're fulfilled in their life. So I don't think that we should look for anti-aging. We may want to rejuvenate and enhance, but I'm not anti anything. And I really look for women to be their most beautiful at any age, wherever they're at.
Oh, amazing. You shared so many great insights. Our viewers will be wondering, where can I go to learn more? What is the best place to connect with you online?
They can go to my website, which is myclearskin.com.
Great, and I will make sure to put your links below this video.
Great, thank you so much. You are so wonderful.
Thank you so much, Doris. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thanks so much.
And thank you so much for watching. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and I will see you on the next episode of Real Talk, Real Women.